Tyson Fury's win Saturday night over Deontay Wilder. It's, I guess, safe to say that Tyson Fury has Deontay Wilder's number, man. It's just the way it is. Some people, there was a saying growing up. Um, there's there's always somebody better than the baddest person. You know, meaning there's always somebody out there that's bigger and badder than you. And Tyson Fury is just one of them dudes that punched Deontay Wilder's clock, man. It's just how it is. So moving forward, many want to know, how does Tyson Fury fare against, somebody else that has better boxing skills than Deontay Wilder? Because we already know Deontay Wilder has that equalizer, that power, that nuclear right hand. But let's be honest, man, that's really all he has, man. That's what's been carrying him all through his career, has been that right hand. He has very minimal boxing skills and fundamentals. That doesn't mean in his own right he isn't a great fighter, because he still has a right hand that's an anomaly, man. That's a special thing. But if we're gonna be honest here, we're gonna just keep it all the way real. He has no real, traditional boxing skills and fundamentals. Tyson Fury, he has that. And to be fair, Tyson Fury, man, he comes from a family of fighters and stuff like that. He's been doing it for a long time. As a kid, Deontay Wilder, he got a late start. So, you got to give him a slight pass when it comes to the fundamentals and stuff. But Tyson Fury, even in the fight though, even in the third fight, he didn't show that much form and skill as far as the way he did in the first fight. Yeah, first fight he was really technical. Second fight, slightly technical, more aggressive. Third fight, I think the third fight he was more aggressive. And he was more aggressive in the second fight, but he was kind of like a hybrid in this fight, the third one. But that looked good against Wilder. But what about somebody else that has the fundamentals? And that leads us to Alexander Usyk, and you can even throw Anthony Joshua in there. Anthony Joshua has a few losses on his record already. I think Anthony Joshua doesn't have that grit. But let's see how do you think? Let's see how Tyson Fury would pair up against each of these dudes. So let's go to Anthony Joshua for a minute. Anthony Joshua, minimal speed. He has some good fundamentals. Robotic at times. He has great power. Chin is a little suspect. So how we do against Tyson Fury? I think if those two got in the ring, it wouldn't look like he would put up more of a fight. He would give Tyson Fury more issues than Wilder would. All Tyson Fury had to worry about was evading Wilder's right hand. But with Anthony Joshua, he got to worry about some body work. He got to worry about a stiff right. He got to worry about some jabs coming at him, some more movement, because Joshua's not going to really stand there the way Wilder is. He can probably fight better off the back foot than Wilder. So I don't think it'll be an easy. He's going to steamroll over Anthony Joshua. I mean, he might when it comes to his heart. If Tyson Fury can crack Joshua with something that's good, can Anthony Joshua withstand it? I mean, Tyson Fury, up until recent, he hasn't been this knockout, this straight KO artist like that anyway. But being with Kronk Gym and everything, it seems like he's learning how to really master that. You know, I wouldn't even say these dudes is heavyweights, man. You know, when people call these dudes pillow fists, I mean, you gotta understand something. These dudes 200 plus pounds, so you know, there's nothing pillowy about that. You know, as far as I'm concerned, man. You guys stand there. All the dudes that talk about Tyson Fury's power. Okay, well, good. This is what you do. You elect to stand there, let a 6'9", 280-pound dude smash you in your face with a right hand, and then you come back to me, you tell me how it feels, or smash you in the body, and that should go to show you how tough Wilder is taking all of that. Wilder's way smaller, much smaller, even when he was at 215, 212. Same thing. I believe pretty much that in certain points in that fight, you know, you might see it's possible, you know, Anthony Joshua could probably hurt Fury in that ring, maybe to the body. I can see that possibly happening. But man, that dude Tyson Fury, man, is like a fucking, I don't know, man. I'm not even sure, dude. I don't know. I have to put a question mark on that, man, because you gotta. I'm thinking now that, you know, Deontay Wilder is one of the hardest punchers, right? And every time I seen Deontay Wilder hit Tyson Fury, even when he was knocked down, it was almost like he wasn't like disoriented to the fact where, to the point where, damn, he can't even continue to fight. Just like in the third fight, he knocked him down twice, and he got right back up, like shook the shit off. So I'm not sure. Bro. As far as Anthony Joshua goes, I'm not sure if he can really. I mean, he probably can put some pain on Fury with a good. If he plants something really nice that can really, really hurt him. It's questionable. Is Anthony Joshua, does he have more power than Deontay Wilder? I don't know, man. You never know. I don't know. It's all about the willpower and the heart of these dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Joshua got more power than Wilder, but he just don't. You know, he doesn't want to plant his feet long enough to really sit down and give somebody one of the good ones, man. You never know. I mean, he gave Fury, Ruiz, he put him down in their first fight. I thought he wasn't getting back up. So, you know, if that was Wilder hitting Ruiz like that, more than likely, who knows, he probably wouldn't have got back up. So I would probably have to give the power edge to Deontay Wilder. But as far as Tyson Fury fighting Anthony Joshua, man, that fight, there's a strong possibility that Tyson Fury could knock Joshua out, man. Because I'm pretty sure that Anthony Joshua doesn't have nearly as good a chin as Deontay Wilder. So I gotta go on that. If those two was the fight, I would have to put my money on Tyson Fury to win that fight, man. And more than likely, it would be a stoppage. He would do exactly what he did to Wilder, but he would probably, it would be easier for him to knock Joshua out than it is to knock out Wilder. But it would probably be harder for him to catch Joshua with something flush, because Joshua has better defense than Deontay Wilder does, and better foot movement, stuff like that. So, but I still got Tyson Fury handling Anthony Joshua. I don't think it'll be easy, but if he hits him with something, the way he was hitting Deontay Wilder, he can definitely knock him out. As far as Alexander Usyk, that might be a different ball game with Usyk, man. Usyk is much more athletic, great mover, good body movement, footwork is excellent. Defense, he has okay defense. You saw in the Joshua fight, after the fight, you saw Usyk's face, and this was a Joshua that is slow, and people call him slow and robotic, and he was still busting up Usyk's face. So Usyk has holes in his game too. Tyson Fury and Usyk would be a great fight. Fury would more than likely test his technical skills against Usyk. I think if they fought, that would be more of a. I would see. It would be a hybrid fight. Same thing. It would be just like the third Wilder fight. You would see probably Tyson Fury much bigger than Usyk. He would more than likely try to play around with him for a few rounds, do that herky jerky stuff like he was doing in the first Wilder fight. You'll see that happening with Tyson Fury and Usyk. And then after a while, man, when he get his rhythm and he start figuring out some stuff about Usyk, he's more than likely, man. Usyk's probably gonna give him a good run, but I see Tyson Fury picking Usyk in part two. I just think he's much too big for. I think he's much too big, and if he comes in at 270 pounds, maybe it's pushing 280. Same thing, same deal. He's gonna tire Usyk out. Usyk was getting tired in that fight against Joshua towards the end. And Fury also got tired in his third fight. I guess it was that weight. My advice would be for Tyson Fury to go back down to a little, like 250, 260, lose a little bit. Tyson Fury wasn't moving as good in that third fight. In his third fight, is usually you see him moving around a lot more. He moved pretty well in the second fight, but in the first fight, man, his movement was great. He had great movement, body, footwork was on point. This extra added weight, it slowed him down a little bit and gave him more fatigued him faster too. Same thing I think with Wilder, man. This dude ain't used to that weight, and he was real sluggish in there from the beginning, and that extra weight he thought was gonna do him well, and I think that was bad, man. He should have came back down to his natural weight, maybe hover around 220, 215, and I think he did much better against Fury, man, as far as like moving or stuff like that, or his punch output probably would have been a little bit better. He probably thought he had the weight and it would add some more snot to his punch. He almost got him out of there, but it almost ain't good enough, man. So if Fury fights either of these two guys, I don't think he knocks Usyk out. Usyk has a great chin. He was taking some shots from Joshua. I think Tyson Fury, if Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury fought, it'll go one or two ways. It'll probably be a draw, or Tyson Fury will beat him on points. Because Fury's gonna throw, Usyk is gonna throw. If Anthony Joshua fights Tyson Fury, the likely outcome of that fight would be Tyson Fury knocking out Anthony Joshua, with also a possibility of Joshua clipping Fury with something. But I don't know if he has power, but I'm not sure if he can really get Tyson Fury out of there. I don't think he has it in him to do that. But I got Fury beating both of these dudes in different ways. I got Fury beating Usyk on the cards, and I got Fury beating Joshua with a knockout. But let me know what you think. What you think between if Tyson Fury fought either of these two dudes? How would he stack up against them? Let me know, man. This is Rebel Life Boxing. Like and subscribe. Catch you guys later on the next one. I'm off this.